Ali Reza, what responsibility does the Arab world have in holding Iran accountable? And when I say the Arab world, I'm thinking of countries like Egypt, I'm thinking of Turkey, Jordan, Saudi Arabia. The reality is, anytime Iran is talking with Western powers, there is a religious divide that is always going to limit the amount of diplomacy that can happen. When you're talking about the countries that I mentioned, there is a common religion, and it seems to me that they've got to be at least part of the conversation or part of the pressure on Iran. I'd love to get your thoughts.
Oh, absolutely. The Iran regime, even though they claim they're, a Muslim, but in reality, they are representing a very backward mentality, Islamic extremism that is targeting the vast majority of the population in Iran who are Muslims. They are the main victims, but also targeting the countries in the region. Ask any of those countries you mentioned. They will tell you the history of terrorism by the Iran regime in those countries. They even use the religious holy month of, and try to, in Mecca, trying to create riots. And so their interest is actually to see an end to the rule of the clerics, a free Iran, a democratic Iran that would be non-belligerent, that would live in coexistence with its neighbors. Unfortunately, the policy of terrorism and export of terrorism by the Iran regime has worked over the past few years, frightening the others. And also the hostage diplomacy that Tehran took hostages and got money for it. That policy of appeasement by Western nations has had its own impact on the countries in the region. That's why if you shift the whole equation, you build pressure on the Iran regime, abandon entirely the policy of appeasement in the past, it will have its own positive impact among those Arab nations. They will feel that, they now have a stand, they can stand up against the Ayatollahs. You have to make sure that the whole world understands that this regime is not 10 feet tall, and they are the head of the state, that lies in Tehran. So does the solution. Honestly speaking, the ultimate solution to ending the nuclear threat, the terrorism of the Iran regime, and whatever they're doing in the region is end to the rule of the clerics. And of course, that's the responsibility of the people of Iran and the organized resistance.